Hi, everyone. This is Mrs. Miller. I am so happy that you are here with me today. I'm going to be reading a wonderful book called It Began with Lemonade by Gideon Steerer and Leanne Cho. Have you ever heard of the expression, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade? Well, this book reminds me so much of that expression. And after we finish reading this book, we can talk about what that expression is. So start thinking about that as we read this book. I hope you enjoy it. It began with lemonade. It was the first Saturday of summer, hot as an oven with blazing blue skies, and I hoped to sell some lemonade. I chopped and measured, squeezed and stirred, tinkered, tweaked and tasted until I had something delicious. Then, carefully, I loaded my wagon and rolled outside to find there was no room for me. Not on my street, not on Bobby Tillman Street, not on my Grandma Rose's street, nowhere. So I kept walking. The sun scorched, the pavement sizzled, and just as I was about to give up, all my bad luck got worse. If you've never chased a runaway lemonade stand out of town, through the woods, and across a meadow, it's no fun. So when at last I reached the river, I was ready to cry. I sat for a long while, feeling terrible as a turnip, when from around the bend came something thirsty. I straightened up and hung my sign. "Ice cold," I said. The old man tipped his hat. "Lemonade, lemonade," I called out to the water, and again, from around the bend came something thirsty. Soon came things with paws and claws, and as I looked out from that riverbank, it felt just like a dream. One after another, they floated by, each thirstier than the last. Larger, stranger, sippers, slurpers, and I tried my best to keep up, but the river was still thirsty. So I chopped and measured, tasted and squeezed, and hour after hour, gulp after guzzle, this is what I called lemonade, lemonade, a glass for you, half price for two. Beat the heat, frosty sweet, swim on over, swim right up, for you and you, for all. Get it now while it lasts. Last call, last call, last call. It took some time to fill those glasses, but fill them I did, and out beneath the sinking sun we drank our lemonade. The whole way home I smiled, thinking of tomorrow. And late that night, deep asleep, I saw what it could be. So when we first started reading this story, I talked to you about the expression, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. And this book reminds me so much of that expression. Give me a thumbs up if you've ever heard that expression before. Well, what do you think that expression might mean? I want you to touch your head when you have an idea in your head. How does this book teach us that lesson that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade? What could that expression mean? If you have an idea about what that expression could mean, would you please whisper into your hands what you're thinking? Ready, set, go. Okay, eyes on me in 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. So I'm wondering if you were thinking about this story and if you thought something like what I was thinking. I thought back to the very beginning of this story. In fact, let's look back. Do you remember this part earlier in the story where this girl tries to put up her lemonade stand in her neighborhood? But look at what's happening on this page. Look, there's someone here selling lemonade. It says, number 1, the best lemonade. Then there's somebody here selling lemonade, somebody selling limeade. Somebody over here looks like they're selling lemonade. It says cheap lemonade here. Lots of people are already selling lemonade, and there's no room for her. So she seems a little bit upset about this, but does she give up? No, you're right. She does not give up. Instead, she keeps walking. But then, what happens? Call it out in 3, 2, 1. Yes, her bad luck got even worse. Her whole lemonade stand rolled away. And it didn't just roll like just down the hill. It rolled all the way through the woods and across a meadow. And now she's really upset. In fact, she's ready to cry. But does she give up? No, you're right. She doesn't give up. What does she do? Yes, she sells lemonade to people and animals on the river. And in fact, she sells so much lemonade on this river that she runs out, right? She says, last call, because she doesn't have any more lemonade left to sell. And then that night, she dreams of what her lemonade business could become. Look at this. Instead of just having a lemonade stand, she dreams of having this amazing lemonade shop, right? But this all started out with her not having any room to sell lemonade in her own neighborhood. So, hmm, you know, get back to that expression that we were talking about when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, lemons, how do lemons taste? Do they taste sweet or sour? Call it out in 3, 2, 1. Yes, they taste sour. But if you add a little sugar to lemon juice, you get something sweet and delicious tasting. You get lemonade. Well, life can be like that. Sometimes we have bad luck, like the girl in this story. Sometimes things don't work out our way. But if we make the best of the situation, then sometimes, just like this girl, something amazing happens. So the next time that life gives you lemons, I want you to think of the girl from this story. And I want you to think, how can I turn my lemons into lemonade? And how can I make the best of a not so great situation? Happy reading, everyone. And if you enjoyed this read aloud, please remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.